Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nick stirs up trouble. Brook and Ridge will also go on a boat ride together. Eric raising a glass as he makes a toast with Ridge and Brook next to him. There's also a group gathered around the triad as Eric makes his big speech. Brook and Ridge riding in a motorboat before they get a warm hello to Capri. It won't be long until Nick scores a boat of his own. Nick will fight to Capri as well with marriage offer plans for Brook, but there'll be some Forrester fashion excitement in the meantime. Brook will mix business with pleasure in further ways than one. While helping Forrester Creations promote their rearmost designs, she'll spend time reconnecting with Ridge while growing near to Nick, too. Nick believes he's the stylish man for Brook, so he'll do everything he can to push for their future together. Nick full of confidence as he hopes to bedazzle Brook and make her forget about any Ridge reunion dreams. Time for the fun to begin, Nick says mischievously as the daily promo wraps up. Nick will fight hard to lock in a new chapter with Brook, his plan is doomed to fail. Ridge and Brook's reunion is just around the corner, so Nick will be out of luck soon enough. Brook has an accident ahead that's going to be a game changer for Ridge's heart. Everything pointing to heartache ahead for Ridge's fiancé. Taylor doesn't stand a chance of getting Ridge to the balcony. Brook knows how to hit Ridge where it hurts. Since he has decided to marry Taylor, Brook has reconnected with his half-family captain Nick. Nick makes Ridge's blood pustule, and seeing him with Brook will give Ridge the punch he needs to leave Taylor and reunite with Brook. All hell will break loose in Naples. We formerly know that there will be a serious accident and Ridge will have an encounter with death. The Forrester heir will have a change of heart and realize he doesn't want to spend another second without Brook at his side. So, Taylor will be left out in the cold again. Word on the internet is that Taylor will get creative and could check herself into the sanitarium and complain of heart complications again. Her broken heart pattern worked like a charm and reeled Ridge back by. This time around it won't disconcert Ridge. Steffi will presumably intrude in her parents' relationship and try to guilt her pater into staying with her mama. Brook and Ridge will be together for the unforeseeable future. Ridge and Brook were endgame, and Taylor is fated for heartache. We all assumed after Ridge ditched Taylor and got back together with Brook that Steffi mama would leave city again. But, what if she decides to stay? Taylor end up hitting the waists with Ridge's mortal adversary. We're not talking about Nick. Brook and Ridge are listed to head to Naples, Italy this month for work. When Ridge returns they will be happily reunited. Taylor Hayes is wedged being the odd woman out again. But, she could find love in an unanticipated place and it would be redundant sweet if it's with someone that Ridge loathes. While Ridge and Brook are enjoying their reunion, Taylor will most probably spend her time with her son Steffi. Steffi will be at Liam's bedside, which is in the Spencer mansion. Taylor and Bill will be in each other's route daily. Will sparks fly between the doubtful brace? After Ridge rubs their love in Taylor's face when they return, Steffi's mama will need a shoulder to cry on. Concurrently, Bone Bill is also going through a lot after nearly losing his son. It makes sense that the two will turn to each other for comfort, plus Taylor is a therapist and their exchanges could start out as innocent remedy sessions between musketeers. Taylor and Bill could hook up. She actually liked Bill. Taylor tried to use him to get indeed with Ridge. Ridge and Brook. Taylor is eagerly staying for Ridge to pick a marriage date, and she's starting to realize he's having alternate studies about their I-dos. How far will Taylor go to lock down her man? Nick was back. We knew it would only be a matter of time before he started trying to love his partner Brook. Taylor knows that too, and she's ready to use it to her advantage. Taylor is on her stylish jest when she and Ridge are together. But, whenever he starts slipping down and gravitating toward Brook, Taylor fights dirty. The last time Brook and Ridge were spending time together, Taylor transferred Cleric to profess his love to Brook out of the blue. Taylor will use Nick to try and drive a wedge between Brook and Ridge this time around. Ridge is listed to head to Naples, Italy for work and we know that Nick pops over there. His visit a result of Taylor's work. Taylor is formerly dreading her fiancé and Brook canoodling in Italy while she's back home. What better way to kill any love than shoot another man to profess his love to Brook? Taylor is right to be bothered about Brook and Ridge. She is right to try to force Nick and Brook together to save her own relationship. Grace could have done more damage than good to Liam than his musketeers and family indeed realize. Not only might he still have excrescence, but if she did a hasty surgery also she could have actually made his prognostic worse. Bill and the Spencer family get conned, indeed worse is Liam dying sooner. It's enough clear that Grace is over to no good and did commodity unethical in that operating room. Bill thinks he paid the croaker to save his son Liam and remove his brain excrescence. It's possible that Grace didn't indeed do surgery and just made him many cuts and sutured him up to look like she did. But, what if she did hack down a knob of his brain? Liam's million bone. Surgery could have actually made him worse off than he was for shooting. Grace had to do commodity to pacify Bill and make him suppose that his million bones. Well worth it. If she did damage to Liam's brain while he was under the cutter. Still, Liam could wake up paralyzed if Grace indeed nicked the wrong place while he was asleep. He could lose his motor chops or speech capacities. Life savings on curing your son's cancer, and also we find out the surgery actually was a fiddle. And he's in worse condition. Grace just pretended to do surgery, she actually tried to remove the excrescence and make Liam worse? Grace is over to commodity shady and we see Aunt figure it out. She might be lying to Liam about his wealth. Grace used Bill's millions to give his son a phenomenon. But there are questions with this treatment, including where it began. Grace suggested for Liam. After telling him for months that his excrescence was inoperable, she came across this experimental treatment that could save his life. Still, it was still new to the medical field and hadn't been approved. It wasn't indeed recommended in the sanitarium. It's clear that Grace is over to commodity because she desperately demanded the $1 million from Bill. She felt shamefaced when she entered the finances. He believes that she's back with her scorned ex-husband, Reese, who was arrested ahead. Reese is the smarts of the operation. He's presumably looking for plutocrat since he has a gambling dependence. Reese could have faked Liam's opinion to have Grace perform minor surgery on him. The surgery wasn't as invasive as preliminarily assumed. She principally punctured his cranium. Grace is using this procedure to claim that the excrescence was removed by some surgical fashion that hasn't been used before. But she's playing a cruel game. She claimed that Liam had an inoperable and incorrigible mass. But the verity is that he's presumably not sick at all. She just saw him coming with the Spencer finances and played them for a fool. Liam's brain excrescence opinion was eventually revealed. As news of Liam's condition spread, everyone expressed their sympathies. One person who was burdened by the news was Liam's ex-wife Ivy. Ivy opened up to Electra about her history with Liam. It's egregious. Ivy still loves Liam, and she wishes their relationship didn't end so soon. But all might not be lost with the former couple. Now that Liam's been cured thanks to surgery, he's got an alternate chance at life. And that could include an alternate chance with Ivy. Liam and Ivy haven't had important commerce since her return, but that will soon change. Ivy will visit a recently cured Liam and spark the morning of a Livy reunion. Ivy will bring up their relationship, which is bound to bring back recollections for Liam. He and Ivy had good times together before he broke her heart. Ivy's made it clear she still carries an arsonist for Liam. Although Liam showed no interest in her, that might change after her visit. Steffi and Hope have moved on and it's time he did the same. With Ivy now by his side, Liam will feel that he should give their relationship another shot. While Ivy will be excited at reuniting with Liam, Steffi and Hope won't be. The two women have come defensive of Liam throughout his opinion. With Ivy worming her way back into Liam's life, Steffi and Hope will believe she's taking advantage of him.